Welcome back to Red Panda Destiny, here for another episode of All Your Vehicles Belong to Us, the show where we collect all the vehicles from all the places. And so we want to do Indianapolis Grand Prix Circuit. So we try the McLaren showcase. That would be European. Okay, that's not gonna have it. It's gonna be something. Try the detour. Not quite as fun, the detour, but whatever. I was kind of hoping to drive my new McLaren. Fine. Drive the slow car. I really want to drive the McLaren, so let's see if it has the production showcase. McLaren. Nope. D-Class it is. Alright, let's have some fun. Bring on the Falcon. Just remember to turn this off, because I forgot to do that last time. So we need, I think, $40,000 before we can buy an Acura Le Mans car. So this may be a short episode, followed by another short episode. But the number of $1 million plus cars in this game is going to really slow us down. Especially once we finish getting a new car every level. Hopefully the money awards will continue to go up so we can keep getting money at a exponential rate. But the first should have been more than 50 episodes, but for some reason some of them went missing. I do not remember when that happened or how it happened or anything about that, but apparently some went missing because the numbers don't add up. I know one of the NASCAR circuits, you can take that corner at full speed and just sort of go blasting off the edge of the track and kind of keeping the momentum. It's obviously not Indianapolis. I feel like the good thing about these cars is they don't lull you into a false sense of security by being modern and having decent handling. They're just always sideways. So you don't worry about it. You just go slow, take it easy. Okay, we're going down Class X race. This is ridiculous. Kind of made sense last episode when I was failing hard. I think I got my eye in. And luckily these cars are very small, so no problem. It's weird with 360 games. I don't like when they were new. I don't remember them being so jagged. Like there being so many blurs in the background. see so many lines. And you see lower quality casinos. Easily get some drift points, that's for sure. I feel like I'm in a 70s car chase. Just go sideways everywhere. It's like playing the driver San Francisco. I honestly might have to buy that game for this series. It's a very interesting game. It's a really interesting video I saw. I can't remember the channel. But the basic premise of it is there a game where you can play in second person? And he spends a lot of time talking about one particular mission in Driver San Francisco, where the best way to imagine it is you're screen peeking, and you're trying to drive the car from your friend's screen. So you're in front, and you're trying to control it from their perspective. It's really interesting. And it's an interesting concept of the level. I think it'd be interesting if there was a game where you played it wasn't split screen, but it was two-player through the same screen. So you'd have to drive from the perspective of the car behind, and whoever's in first, it would flip to their camera view. I can imagine it being a little bit janky, but it would be pretty cool. It'd be an interesting game mechanic if you can't get too far ahead, but you want to be far enough ahead that they can't catch up to you. Probably the best not to make a full game out of it, but it'd be a really interesting game. It's kind of a shame the driver franchise kind of imploded after San Francisco. Well, I think a lot of the team went on to work on Watch Dogs 1 and 2, which you can kind of see. They did a really good job of driving engine of Watch Dogs. It's no GTA 5, but it's much better than you would expect from an open world game. And of course, Watch Dogs 2 has driver San Francisco set of side missions, which are basically Uber. It's Uber, but for like insane people. For some, it's like people who want you to jump off a cliff in a car. This is vaguely like Crazy Taxi. Kind of paid homage to the Driver series. But the Driver series is mostly filled with crap, to be honest. See Driver 3, Driver 1. I never played Driver 2, so I don't have anything bad to say about it. But Driver 1 and 3 are both awesome. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something last episode. I was going to plug another YouTube channel. I don't think I've recorded an episode since they came back. Yeah. So, 2-player start. Best Let's Plays ever. Go check it out. And specifically look for 1001 games you must play before you die. That's the main focus of that channel. And it's basically two brothers. Great banter. Really entertaining. And they were on hiatus since 2017. And then suddenly, beginning of 2020, they're back. Or no, were they? Beginning of 2021. Sorry, not used to the new year yet. It's only January when I record this. But yeah, they suddenly came back. They have all their videos archived, so they've been releasing a lot of them in January. And they're fast approaching the 100th game.
Today, it's back to the Rhine Valley of Baden-Württemberg to race on the Hockenheim Ring.
So I think it's worth it to plug my fellow 1001 questers. Hopefully you've been enjoying that series. I've, of course, been doing the 1001 songs you must hear before you die. Ooh, I don't think I've driven the Man Tide yet. Though I was going to do an A-Class. Okay, that looks like a fun idea. Let's do my multi-million-dollar Ferrari. Yes. And hopefully my series is going well by now. I've only recorded 2 episodes so far, so... meant to record today, but I forgot my camera, so I couldn't. So I'm recording this instead. But while we're plugging 1001 things to do before you die series, I guess I should plug everybody else. Let's see, there's the Gaming Jay, who's doing the games book, as I'm sure you can guess. He's just sampling them. But because he's just sampling them, he's made a lot of progress. He's past 500 games, I think. He's flying, and he is committed at this point, I think. He's made it to the point where he has to finish it. He can't just stop. There's also Challenge Accepted, who was doing... he was trying to complete every game. I think he gave up. He gave up before he hit 100. Somewhere like in the 60s, I think. And 2-player start are sort of trying to complete every game. They kind of have a few exceptions, but for the most part, they're completing every game. But they're fun. There's not really anything good that I've found of the songs or albums. I think I've seen a couple people start the albums but do like 10, which isn't really a worthy effort. I feel like you got to do at least 20 before, in consideration. And I reckon the first 100 is like the hardest. And once you've done that, you're like, okay, we're good. We're going for it. But there's 2 channels doing the 1001 movies. The steering's okay. It's because the steering wheel all over the road here. But yeah, movies, there's Razor Wire reviews. His are quite interesting. Just him talking mostly. Although somehow managed to get one of his videos blocked. I'm not really sure how he did that because he never uses any content from the movies. It seems like he's very careful about it, so I don't know how that... But yeah, it's usually just him, and occasionally his girlfriend is there. Giving her opinions. She didn't watch every single one of them, which is understandable. There's some really terrible movies on that list. And then my favorite is Cinematic Venom, who does full-on reviews, uses full clips from the movies. He's very funny. He does little skits in there as well. Very reminiscent of Channel Awesome, if you remember that. I guess just one more. The 1001 books you must read before you die. And that's a channel called 1001. I forget if it's all in words. I think it's all in words. And it's O like OH. Not a very clever name choice. Very hard to find. Especially because they only have 7 subscribers. So yeah, you really gotta dig for that. And they're quite interesting. It's just kind of like watching a book club meeting. And they're slow. Too slow, really, for the 1001 books. I was going to say, the 1001 books thing, I actually started, looked at how fast I was reading them and went, oh shit, I will not finish these before I die. So I gave up, because that was never going to happen. And I'm not really an avid reader, so I don't think I really should have started. I didn't even finish the movies when I gave up on them. I did also attempt the TV shows, which was a mistake. A big mistake. Well, I guess I can't call it a complete mistake. I did find a lot of shows that I enjoyed through that book. Let me try to think of some. There was... Ooh, Battle Creek, that was good. There's one I completely forgot the name of, so I can't tell you about it. What else was there? You bastard. What the hell was that? He just like jumped in front of me for no reason. Ooh, Parenthood. That's good. I remember that. I can't remember if I found Community because of that book or not. I can't remember how I first found out about Community, but I'm a huge fan of Community, so it's weird that I don't know that. This car screams at the high end of its torque there. Why are you doing this to me? But you will note that I am pretty competitive in this race, if I wouldn't keep spinning out. Probably because my car is too old for me to expect it to have a good handle. Also, it's broken. Actually, no, it's just because it's broken. It's probably just because it's broken. But yeah, okay, it's a class down, and it's broken, and it's still almost good. I think that says it. Almost had the R8, almost had the R8. Nope. That did not go well. That was irritating. Okay. Race without breaking the car. Oh boy. Sorry. I always felt this about Forza. It needs like a realism button. Like, I don't want ABS if this car does not have ABS. I do not want traction control if this car is so old it doesn't have traction control. And it could be for the gearbox too, because I mean, some of these cars would be dual clutch transmissions. I think that Porsche is. I know the Audi R8 is a. Is the German DCT? I think Volkswagen is just called DCT, isn't it? And DSG. Someone has DSG. Oh, that's Audi. Yeah, Audi and Volkswagen have DSG gearboxes. And then Porsche have BBK, I think. That might be a different Porsche component. But yeah, a lot of modern cars don't have clutches. Even high-end performance ones. Because a computer is always better. Well, okay, that's a bad insight. A good computer is always better. Bad computer, not so much. I don't know if Hyundai DCTs are able to keep up with their manual counterparts either. Because I know the last gen ones definitely couldn't. The manuals were much faster than the dual clutch ones. But I mean, what do you expect? My Hyundai cost $14,000 new. So yeah, not going to have racing spec gearbox in it. But it wasn't terrible. It was a bit jerky, but it wasn't terrible. Unlike the DCT in my Ford Focus, which is terrible. It's all right for driving, but the reliability on those things is ridiculous. Like, I know someone who's has the same year as me, 2018. So it's 2 years old. Third transmission. Sheesh. I don't know how mine's lasted so many miles. I don't know if it's luck of the drawer. I have heard some people say that if you drive a car hard, or if you drive it hard, it helps. But, could be. I do drive it hard sometimes, but I also baby it in traffic, so. And I drive almost everywhere with cruise control on, so it's not exactly getting a workout. Interesting thing about cruise control, though, is I actually got to drive a car with radar-guided cruise control for the first time recently. It's an interesting experience. You sort of set your speed to what you would want it to be if there wasn't a car in front of you, and then you do that speed if there's not a car in front of you, but there is a car in front of you, you'll slow down. What becomes a problem is if you're sitting in the right lane, there's some dumbass in the middle lane going slower than the people in the right lane, and you have to pass the right lane and the middle lane at the same time. If you try and cross their path behind them, which you know is safe because you can see there's no other cars, so you have space to cut across 3 lanes, but you get close enough that the radar picks it up and slows you down. It's the little disconcerting. So I guess you have to be a little bit more cautious with your lane changes. A little bit more slow and methodical. Wait, don't hit me. Holy shit. That Porsche was so close to me. I think he wasn't broken, right? Wait a minute. This race was important, wasn't it? It's a World Tour event. That's irritating. That could have gone better. Seventh place. Oops.
Now it's time for another attempt at racing your way through the demanding Sebring International Raceway.
Okay. Looks like we can afford the Acura now. Let's spend $2 million. Here we go. Wait, hang on. Probably best to make sure that there's no Acuras on the prize list. Okay, we just got the F1 GT. There's a Honda. Oh, that's an NSX. In the Super GT 500 class. Early LMP1. No Acuras. No. Wait. Oh, modern LMP2. The Lowe's Hernandez car. That one. That one we could win at level 49, but we don't necessarily have to. Though I would like to, so we can get it out of the way. Once you get to those classes, everything's all the same, so it doesn't matter. And there goes $2 million. Now let's get rid of that ridiculous livery and paint it a proper color. Stig white. Perfect. I'm really looking forward to getting to the pink Stigs, and the blue Stigs, and the green Stigs, and the will be crazy colors. Let's just see this plain white Acura. Oh yes. Okay, I'll see you next time.